Welcome back to a load of rubbish and the latest episode of Rubbish Roundabouts. In the last episode, we had a bumpy start to our final roundabout, St. Saviour's Interchange, but we managed to clear a massive 10 bags of litter. And now we're heading back to make some more progress. There's plenty of rubbish waiting for us, with some more highway signs, endless plastic waste, and a few more surprises in store.
Morning everyone, welcome back to the Tesco roundabout for part 2. Got my GoPro working again today. Now I'm on the first slip road that we did yesterday. Didn't think I'd need to be walking back up here again, but look, we were just walking past and look at this. What is all of this? It looks like a pile of bags. I've just picked up 2 bags for life. Here's a third one. So basically someone has lost all of their bags for life out of their car. They're flown out the window or something. How weird is that? Might hold on to some of these actually, they might come in handy. There's another one over here, look. And another one, that's like a canvas bag there. Yeah, how random, the day after we clean up this slip road, someone's lost all of these bags out of their car. Oh, and look, we've got some new litter as well. 6 British pork shoulder steaks. Just why? Why? Anyway, let's go and get on with the litter pick, shall we? We'll see you in a minute. Right everyone, that was a slightly unexpected start to our video. Wasn't expecting to find all those shopping bags down there. But I just wanted to come back to this little woodland that we found yesterday, because I could see there's a little bit more litter further on there. There's all these plastic milk bottles lying around, which is a bit bizarre. I'm just going to take a little wander down there and see what we can find. Yeah, look, plastic milk bottles. Some other plastic bottles. So yeah, this is all, you can see it's all coming down from the slip road, which is just up here. But it's nice down here. It's nice and sheltered. You can't really hear the road. And you can see some animal tracks running through here. So yesterday we spotted a muntjac in here. I've just seen a few squirrels running around. It's a nice little spot. So apologies for the issues in part 1. Obviously my GoPro died after about 20 minutes of filming. And like a complete idiot, I had left my batteries right by the front door before I left the house. I forgot to bring them with me. Yeah, you really have to be careful when you're using a GoPro. There's lots of things that can go wrong. And it turned out I had a new set of batteries that I was testing out. It's the worst time to test them out, really. I think these new batteries that I bought are actually, although they're official batteries and they've never been used, they've possibly sat on a shelf for about 6 or 7 years. And that has degraded them. Look at this. We've got the pee bottle. Oh. Disgusting. So yeah, apparently it's a known issue. If you've got an older battery, even if it's pristine and never been used, it will record for about 20 minutes and then it just randomly cuts out and freezes. So yeah, that's an issue that I've had on the last couple of videos, unfortunately. Just that yesterday That was the only battery that I had. So after 20 minutes, I was buggered. Anyway, we're back here today. I've got my original batteries which actually work. So hopefully we won't run into any issues today. There's a lot of crap along here. So this is where I saw the muntjac yesterday. A little deer just running through essentially a rubbish pit, which is pretty tragic really. This is one of those spots where you sort of need a team of people really. There's probably about 20 bags full of stuff down here, I'd say, but I just wanted to show you because it's pretty sad. But anyway, I'll finish filling up my bag down here and then we'll get back to the roundabout, which is our main objective for today. Right everyone, I've just had a little wander through this little wooded area here. I've pulled loads of plastic crap and bottles out of this little patch. Managed to fill my bag already. I'm going to get back towards the roundabout now, but I've just spotted this massive highway sign up here, so we're going to have a go at moving that. It's quite light actually. What is it? 50 miles an hour speed limit. Okay. Oh, it's covered in ants. Hey, and there's Liz. Hi.
I don't know that I can hold it.
Okay. I'll come and help you. So I don't know if you can see there, but Liz has just picked up about 10 sandbags and put them all in her trolley. That's going to be incredibly heavy, so I'm going to go and give her a hand there. Right, this thing's really heavy. So Liz and I are working together. She's pushing and I'm pulling. All right, so this is our pile from yesterday, the 8 bags that we got and all the other stuff. And we just added about 10 really heavy sandbags to this pile. So yeah, Liz said we'd probably need the trolley today for all the bulky stuff. And I'd say that was a good call. Right, we've just done a bit of logistics. I've moved the massive 50-mile-an-hour sign that I found here, all those sandbags, a couple of bags of rubbish that we've already filled. They're down at the bottom now. We're going to crack on, finish off this slip road. There's a sugar beet factory up there, guys, if you can see that. The tower's there in the distance. But yeah, that little wooded area reminds me of that video that Liz and I did in the woodland that runs alongside the A14, a little bit further down, where we just found masses and masses and masses of stuff, and there were a few spots in there that you just couldn't do on your own. You'd need a huge team there to clear it all up. And it's like that back there. Like I say, you could easily fill 20 bags of just plastic bottles down there, I think. It was staggering, just staggering. But yeah, it's a beautiful day here today. As you can see, the sun's out early on a Sunday morning. Oh, look at this. Got some lovely blossom here on this bush here. You know what? This looks like a fruit tree. That looks to me like apple blossom. Very odd place for an apple tree to be growing, but there you go. So, back to the roundabout. We've got plenty of crap under here. So let's get this up. Crisp packets. Lots of old crisp packets, basically. We've got an old Ford hubcap over here. There you go. And some of this stuff is really buried in the dirt. It's been in there a long time. That looks like quite an old crisp packet. Walker's Prawn Cocktail. 2005 that is, can you see that? Says it just there, 2005. Wow. There's a big hubcap there, probably from a truck. And there's so many crisp packets down here. You can see people eat a lot of crisps in their cars when they're going on a long drive or whatever. That's their snack. And then when they slow down here for the roundabout, that's where they chuck it out the window. Oh, no parking. Okay. Well, I'm going to park that right in my bag. Let's get these hubcaps over the road. And this cone base. Wow, Liz has been busy along here, look. Another big rusty A-frame and a tree protector. Yeah, if there's one takeaway from this roundabout series, it's that the Highways Agency is just not fit for purpose. The amount of waste. Look, another A-frame there, another big pile of sandbags, all just chucked out. Hi. I see you've been busy with the A-frames. Yeah, doesn't make sense. Just A-frames and crisp packets at the moment. Yeah, all the light plastic. You got a classic case here where something's been shredded by a lawnmower, I think. I think it's just paper though, cardboard. So that will rot down eventually. I can't stand here and pick 1,000 little pieces of cardboard up. See if I can save this Red Bull from going in the drain. Yep. So when we were finishing up yesterday, I was looking over at this area, thinking, oh, this is going to be hard work tomorrow. There is a lot all the way along here. You can't really see it from here, but once you start walking through the grass, you just spot all these tiny bits of plastic. So we've got our work cut out today. But we're smashing it together, making good progress. Another bag full here. But yeah, look here, can you see all of that? I suppose some of those big bags will pop up, but there's loads of plastic through there. Another cone base there, but that one's broken in half. Oh, come on. Oh, look at this, everyone. Just in this little spot here. This is obviously a little trap where all the plastic blows in the wind and it gets stuck here under these branches. There's loads of it. So you see what I was saying about the traffic here yesterday. We're here fairly early on a Sunday morning. You know, the shops aren't open yet. Wouldn't expect there to be too much traffic, but there's loads of cars coming around here. It's just such a busy spot. Right, let's just see what this was down here, shall we? Some kind of sign. What have we got? Stoneham Circus, September. Doesn't have a year. I assume that was September last year. Oh, there's the other half of our cone base. Oh, that was a bounty wrapper. Haven't had a bounty in years. Right, everyone, this is one of the things that really winds me up. Driving past trees like this, and there's all this packaging plastic just hanging in the breeze. I just think it's such an eyesore when you drive past. It's obviously come off the back of a lorry from a pallet or something. There we go, 30 seconds, that's all it took. And now it's in the bin where it belongs. Right, so we've now reached the exit onto the Thetford bypass. It's the A134. What does this broken sign say? Compine Way. So yeah, Compine Way continues along here to the roundabout where you can go to Great Barton, or you can turn off on the A134 and drive up towards Thetford, which is where Gerard went on his recent video after he came to visit us. We've got another massive A-frame here. So since Liz has been moving all of these, I'm going to have a go at moving this one. This one is massive. Look at the size of that. And then is this a sign underneath? What have we got? End. And what's this one? Oh, there's grass growing through it. Oh, right, yeah, men at work sign. But underneath there is a huge colony of ants. And of course, we've got the little metal bits that go down the side, and we've got the heavy, heavy sandbags. I'm just going to cut those open now. Now I can bag those up, instead of having to drag all the heavy bags all the way back to the pile. We've got Liz picking the median area there in the middle, and I'm just going to work along this side here up until the bushes, which is a little bit further down. But you never know what's going to be lurking underneath. A few crisp packets. Dairy milk bar. There's even stuff on the other side of this fence, but I can't get through to it. Like, you got barbed wire on the top. No way through. So yeah, this is the bushes. This is our little cut-off. Yeah, Liz is going to pick as far as that lamppost there, and I'm going to pick pretty much in line with that, where these bramble bushes begin. It becomes a little bit narrow here, and also at this point the cars can start going 70 miles an hour, so Yeah, gotta kind of be careful around here. Loads of traffic starting to pile up over here. None of those cars can see our sign, so they probably just think that we're highways workers or something. All right, everyone, it's tea break time again.
Best time of the litter pick.
That's right, we've stopped in the same spot as yesterday. The only difference being we can't see any litter at all because we've cleaned this whole area. So let's enjoy our tea.
Ooh, yeah.
And some biscuits.
Nice and hot.
See you soon. All right, everyone, our pile is gradually growing bigger and bigger. I cannot believe the amount of highway stuff that we've got now. But just as a quick update, Liz has finished the median, which was over there. I finished that verge that was on the other side. You might see there's a car and a van pulled up at the side of the road here. We've actually just watched this van rear-end the car while we were having our tea break. I'm gonna cross over now into the center island. So, whoa, steady. What have we got there? Monster. Still full. So this is my first time walking onto this roundabout. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so very similar to the other two. Little woodland area. Lots of cones randomly deposited in here. Wonder if those are there intentionally? Is this where they're being stored for later use by highways, or yeah, these are very unusual places, these little woodland roundabouts. And look at this, look at the way that these logs have been laid out here. I know for a fact that people sleep rough out here sometimes because I've seen the tents through the trees before, but they've made a proper little campground here. And there is plenty of rubbish down here. Wow. So you might remember we did a video on the other side of this roundabout once before in the woods, where we found evidence of a really old big camp there, and we pulled the tent out from underneath the bushes. And I think this is going to be a similar kind of area just because it's so close to Tesco, right? That makes it really easy for people to just buy up all their food there, and then they just walk it across the road into the woods to their little temporary home. It's a very sad situation that people are compelled to sleep in the woods like this. So not far from here, actually, beyond that woodland is the meadows, which is where we do a lot of our volunteer work with the Berry Water Meadows group. I had a group litter pick there back in January. We pulled out, I don't know, I think we dismantled about 4 encampments in there, and we pulled out tons and tons and tons of stuff. I'll put a picture up on the screen for you. That was mad. But the amount of waste that is built up and generated by just a small group of people, it's crazy. But we're blasting our way through this. We'll soon be there. And then we'll see what else is on this island. And we'll see where Liz is. She should be through those trees somewhere at the moment, hopefully. I think once we're done on this island here, that should mark the halfway point, I think, on this roundabout. It's a lot bigger than you realise. Certainly a much bigger challenge than the other two that we did. But it's going well so far. I hope you're enjoying these videos, by the way. I just thought it would be quite a fun little series. We've personally wanted to do these roundabouts for ages, just because we drive around them all the time, all three of them, every time you come off the A14. And it's just painful having to drive past all this rubbish that's just lying around. And it's been so nice on the other two roundabouts to drive past all the clean verges now since we've done it. Right, we're getting there with this little pile of assorted plastic crap. It is mostly plastic. Feeling well and truly reinvigorated after that cup of tea and a few biscuits. Really puts a spring in your step. And we've picked the right time of year as well. Well, I mean, winter would have been best, but if you look down here, you can see these stinging nettles here. If we came back here in a month's time, they'd be up to here, so glad to be avoiding that for sure. This is a strange place to be in, to be honest. I really can't work out why all of these logs are laid out like this, like little fences. And then you've got like an actual little fence that's been built here. There's a bird box here. It's quite unusual. I just wouldn't have thought that many people would be coming here. Oh look, we've got an A-frame. Oh, for God's sake. Look at this. Another giant A-frame. How has that ended up in the middle of the woods? Now I keep hearing loads of clinking of glass over this way, so I can only assume that's Liz. Let's see what she's found. Hello! Sounds like loads of glass.
Loads of bottles here.
Oh my goodness. Looks like a campsite.
It feels really big.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Compared to the other ones, it is massive. Yeah, Liz is finding lots of stuff as well by the sounds of it. And lots of glass bottles, so presumably a bit of a drinking den as well. You want another one? All right. Yeah, look, we're in the woods here, but you can see we're at the edge now. This is the roundabout. You can see the median through there. That's where we were before. You can possibly see this stream of cars here that are queuing up on Compiègne Way. And we've both filled 2 bags already, just in this woodland area. And we've probably only covered about 20% of it so far. We're hoping that we'd finish this side of the island today and then call it a day. Let's see what we get. I don't think I've ever heard so many car horns in one day before. The amount of near misses and impatient drivers on this roundabout is crazy. No wonder that van crashed into the back of that car. It's just mad driving around here. there's another drinker's den through here, look. See if I can get you a view of this. There you go, can you see all of that? About 20 glass bottles all piled up here. Wow, this is mad. Lots of Desperados bottles. I haven't had a Desperado in years. It's like beer with tequila, isn't it? That's not litter, look. Check this guy out. Little deer skull. Wow, that's cool. Obviously I know it's a dead creature, but wow. And the intricacy of that skull. All of the teeth as well. That's amazing. What a beautiful thing. I'm just gonna leave that there, I think. This area is a little bit more open and accessible. So I'm just gonna focus on this for now. About 2 minutes after I found that little muntjac skull, I saw an actual muntjac, a little baby one, sort of saw me and froze for a second and then ran off into the trees. Yeah, it's a bit of a paradise for them in here. Like I said on the other ones, we've got the rabbit roundabout on the Wesley interchange, where they just love life on that roundabout and they don't have any predators. And then this one, yeah, just loads of little deer running wild through these trees. In case you're wondering, the A14 itself is right here. You can just make out that guardrail at the top there. This is just an easy spot to just fill bags and bags and bags with litter, really. It's nice and clear here. It's all visible and accessible. And there's just loads of it. A lot of this stuff that I'm getting now has come off the A14. You can see it's just all up the edge of this incline here. All just tossed out of people's windows over the rail, blown down in the wind. Right, another one bites the dust. Right, what have we got here? That's from a car. And so is that. Looks like a light. Wow. So someone's had a crash up here at some point. And all the debris just either gone flying or been launched over the rail, forgotten. Oh, you little bastard. Just been stung by a nettle there through my trousers. Man, ouch. I can't see any dock leaves around here. Feels like we're making some progress in here, but I'm not sure, to be honest. It's just massive. This area is really, really massive. No idea where Liz is now. Just took a couple of bags and went off on a mission. It won't take her long to fill them, that's for sure. And what the heck is this? You seeing this? All these black bags. These are all West Suffolk rubbish bags, are they? This one is. Like what we use for litter picking. But they're all empty. There's loads of them. Why are they here? What? Look. There's another one, look. We could use these for litter picking. They're not in the best condition. And they're all just chucked there under that tree. It's very strange. Right, let's have a little wander, shall we? See how much further we've got to go. So we've got a few bits of plastic around here, but not too bad. Doesn't look like this area here has been inhabited at any point. No sign of any camping activity. None of those fences. That's British Sugar through there. Oh, there's a litter bag. Is Liz around here somewhere? Hi! There she is. I've been looking for you. Wow. So yeah, she's come to the edge. She's been litter picking along here. But yeah, this is going to be the next part for us. So we've got to find a way to work along this verge. There's the slip road going up onto the A14 towards Sudbury and Ipswich that way. And then this is the bit that goes under the A14. So while I'm over here, I'm going to try and scope out the safest route for us to do that next time.
So are you done?
I'm going to finish my bag. I'm about halfway through a bag.
Yeah.
And then I think we'll walk down to our pile, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so all of this kind of nettly area, Liz has covered all of it. She's litter picked all the way through here. Filled up a couple of bags. So that's fantastic. I really can't get my head around all of these black bags under here. Right, I'm having a go at clearing these up. So some of them do have stuff inside and a lot of them have holes in, so I'm just bagging them up. I mean, there's loads of them. Look at this. There's got to be, I don't know, 50, 60, maybe even more. Oh, right. I've just been down on my hands and knees and I pulled all of these bags out. I'm just going to try and shift all of them today. About 95% of them are empty and just fallen apart into little pieces, big holes in them. Oh, let me tell you, there is going to be a lot a lot of stuff pulled out of these woods. And then when you add in all of these black bags, there's some big tires, like big lorry tires that Liz has pulled down from the A14. Various other car parts that are lying around. We're gonna have a big pile for the council to collect. All right, that's it. Look at this. Where before they were about 60 black bin bags just lying there, there is now just leaves. I'm gonna start moving stuff now.
I've already started to move 4 bags.
Oh,
to the
okay.
right.
Wow, okay. Just gonna do some shifting. Right, everyone, we're calling it a day in the woods for now. We've covered almost the entire area. I can't say it's completely spotless, but we have pulled out so much stuff. We just got this huge A-frame, all the cones that I found at the start there, and just look at all these bags. So how many for today?
22 bags plus all the other stuff, so easily 25.
So 25 bags just for today. And what did we get yesterday?
10.
10. So 35 bags so far, and we're only halfway around this roundabout. That is madness.
All that extra stuff.
All the A-frames that we picked up today, all the sandbags and cones. I mean, it's a phenomenal amount. Good effort today, Liz. Well done.
You too.
And we'll see you on part 3 very soon.
Yeah.